Buddha Jeopardy. I'm your host, Graham Wold, and your contestants today are Nick and Keegan. Alright, let's get started. Nick, you pick first.
Alright, people 300.
Alright. What is the current Dalai Lama's real name?
Lamodandra?
Correct. Alright, Keegan, your turn.
People 100.
Alright. When was Thich Nhat Hanh born?
1722.
Incorrect. Nick?
1926.
Bingo. Correct. Alright, Nick, your turn again.
Holy days for 500.
Holy days for 5. What is Dharma Day?
It marks the beginning of Buddhist teaching.
Correct. Alright, Keegan, your turn.
History 200.
History 200. Alright. Where was Siddhartha Gautama born?
New Zealand.
Wrong. Nick?
The village of Lumbini, but now known as Nepal.
Correct. Alright, Nick, it's your turn again.
Beliefs 100.
Beliefs 100. Alright. How do Buddhists feel about war?
They believe that they should avoid killing or harming anything that is living.
Correct. Keegan, your turn.
Holy days 200.
What does Loser Day celebrate?
Sunflower seed day.
No. Nick?
It celebrates the Tibetan New Year.
Correct. Alright, Nick, your turn.
Holy days 400.
What does Parinirvana Day celebrate?
It's the Buddhist festival that marks the death of the Buddha, who was Siddhartha Gautama.
Correct. Keegan, your turn.
History 500.
History 500. How long ago was Buddhism founded and where was it founded?
Founded in 2011 in Madagascar.
No. Nick?
2,500 years ago in India.
Correct. Nick, your turn.
Beliefs for 400.
Alright. What is karma?
Isn't it past actions that will affect either the people or it could also be positively or negatively, and our present actions will affect the future.
Correct. More points for you. Keegan, your turn.
Holy days 100.
Alright. What does Wasak Day celebrate?
Well, the children run around and they grab these little candy eggs that a bunny dropped.
No. Nick?
It celebrates the full moon in May, and also it could be the Buddha's birthday.
Correct. Alright. Nick, it's your turn once again.
Beliefs 500.
Beliefs 500. Alright. What are the 4 noble truths?
Well, the first truth is the truth of suffering. The other one, number 2, is the truth of origin suffering. third is the truth of cessation of suffering, and the fourth truth is the truth of the path to cessation suffering.
Correct. Wow, folks, it's really a blowout. Keegan, it's your turn.
I like to study my Buddha.
Yeah!
Go, pick.
History 100.
History 100. All right. What is the definition of Buddha?
Cupcake!
No. Nick.
A person who has attained full enlightenment.
Correct. All right, Nick. It is your turn once again.
People 500.
People 500. All right. Who is Dalai Lama?
He is the head monk of the Tibetan Buddhism. He is also responsible for governing Tibet.
Correct. More points for you. Keegan, you're up.
History 300.
History 300. What is the history of Buddhism?
They grew up on a farm.
No. Nick,
What's the question again?
what is the history of Buddhism?
It is the story of one man's spiritual journey to enlightenment and the teaching of the ways of living that developed it.
Correct. Nick, you pick once again.
Holy Days 300. Let's get that out of there.
Holy Days 300. All right. What is Sangha Day?
Isn't it the celebration of the Sangha, or also known as the Buddha community?
Correct. Your turn.
History 400.
History 400. All right. What are the three main branches of Buddhism?
Oof, I know this one. Hold up. What is babysitting, mail managing, and garbage pickup?
No, Nick.
It is the Theravada, the Mahayana, and the Vajrayana.
Correct.
Got him good.
You do. You're very good. You study your Buddha a lot. It's your turn to pick again.
Beliefs 300.
Beliefs 300. What do Buddhists think about animals?
They say that you're supposed to treat all animals kindly and nicely.
Correct. Keegan, your turn.
People 400.
People. Who is this picture of?
George W. Bush.
No, Nick, your turn. Who is this picture of?
Dalai Lama.
Correct. There's more points for you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Nick, it's your turn to pick.
People 200.
200. Who is Thich Nhat Hanh and what does he do?
He was a world-renowned Zen master. He was like kind of like a writer, poets, and he was a scholar, and then also they thought of him as a peacemaker.
Correct. All right. Keegan.
Beliefs 200, the very last one.
That was a hard decision.
Okay, what do Buddhists think about abortion?
They think that, I remember this one, hold on. They shouldn't kill donkeys.
Nick.
They believe that life should not be destroyed.
Correct. That is it for tonight. Keegan sucks and Nick is the winner. Thank you very much.